Averaged 26 points in the tournament and should be the #1 pick in the draft. But he still has his critics, including former NBA All-Star Gilbert Arenas. So let's take a listen to what he said.
You have this great phenom player that has no true skill. And that's what I said. You can dominate, but not dominate, because you're going to go to another level where they're going to make you a three.
Yeah.
Do you know how to come off pin downs?
Yeah.
Do you know how to run baseline curls?
Yeah.
Do you pick and roll, pick and pop? No, you was Blake Griffin it.
Yeah.
You know, you're Blake Griffin it, waiting for track and field, and you run in and dunk it. So when I look at stuff like that, it's like, he's going to train that kid one day, and he's going to sit there scratching his head like, you're going to be the #1 pick, and I'm struggling with how you can't do majority of the stuff that other players can.
All right, Shannon, you heard what he had to say. Do you agree with Arenas?
Where have you heard that before?
I don't know.
Oh, you don't?
I haven't heard that.
You heard it.
I didn't hear any of that.
Oh, you heard it. Because I told you, I don't know what he's going to be.
He's going to be a star.
What?
That's all I know.
And while you're talking about Blake Griffin was 23-14 on 65% shooting. Okay. Now, it wasn't until Blake developed an outside shot skill.
What if I told you 1,000 times?
You didn't like him, okay.
Yep.
And he walked it back. Now he has 3-point range.
Mm-hmm.
So, and we keep, but wait till he develop a shot. How'd that work for Ben Simmons? He developed that shot yet, Skip?
Not yet.
What about Lonzo? He developed that shot yet?
3.
Kill Gilchrist.
3.
He developed this shot yet? Oh, okay. I'm just asking a question.
Okay.
So,
are you predicting Lonzo will not develop a shot?
All I'm saying is that we automatically assume because you work 25 hours a day, it's going to happen. I can assure you, Ben Simmons is working on his shot. I can assure you, Kid Gilchrist is working on his shot. There's not to say that it won't happen, but when I look at, and I've said this numerous times, what is Zion Williamson? When we looked at all this hype that he's getting, like KD, like AD, like LeBron, you knew what they were going to be once they entered into the NBA. I look at Zion, just like Gilbert said, he's a tremendous talent. He's immensely athletic at 6'6.5", maybe 6'7". Hell, who knows? He might be 6'5". At 285 pounds. He's explosive. But, Skip, when you're the biggest guy on the court and you don't have to really post up, because you watched him in high school, he did this, they throw it to his left hand, he pivot and dunk. You look in college, he's going up against inferior talent. He wasn't really sitting down in that post, fighting for position. He was so much more talented than everybody else. Now, dealing with grown men now. See, you ain't playing for books and tuition, Skip. You're not eating in the training table. The grown men out there. KD, AD, Kawhi, Paul George, Bron, old King James. He coming back on a mission. Now, you remember, he's sitting the last 6 games.
You had me until you put #2 in that list.
Don't do that. It's good. He's still unbelievable.
You do that around
Real
here.
men?
Yeah.
Skip, Zion had an unbelievable college season. But to say that he's going to be a superstar based on just dunks and putbacks is hard for me to believe. I need to see more. And we talked about in the first segment, Skip, you wanted to see him get the ball. Well, they could put the ball in his hands if he could raise up and shoot like R.J. Barrett could. We're going to see if he develops that shot. Skip, you're going to be on to something. But if he doesn't, nah, bro. He's just going to be a guy that can get a bunch of rebounds and dunk.
So I'll start with this. I covered Gilbert Arenas in his first 2 years in the league in Oakland for those Golden State Warriors, and he was immensely talented coming out of Arizona. Huh?
Hibachi.
Yeah, he could cook. He also had some of the lowest off-court intangibles we've ever seen in the NBA, and he is now making these damning statements about a kid who has high basketball intangibles.
He's just asking questions.
Okay. Will Zion play hard at the next level?
Yes.
Every play? Yes, he will. Will he continue to play with the joy that he exhibited game after game for Duke? I'm pretty sure he will. Those things count to me. But now let's get back to your thing about what's his position. If you watch the NBA closely, it has become a positionless league. I don't know what they are anymore because I watch every night LeBron James dribble the ball up the court as a point guard and initiate the offense. And then at the other end, on some occasions, he guards the center. Am I right? So I don't know, like LeBron plays 1 through 5. And I see
Zion can do that?
Yep, I do. Okay. I want to remind everyone, Zion Williamson came up through high school as a point guard. He has point skills, and we've seen some dimes that he has dropped, even in this NCAA tournament. You can't teach it. You can't coach it. You might be able to refine it a little bit, but he has feel and touch and vision and anticipation that is rare for a man that size.
Anthony Davis was a point guard until he grew 8 inches.
Yeah, but he's not the passer this kid is. This kid is capable of having double-digit assists in a game in the NBA. He's that, especially if he gets with a real coach, an NBA coach, who can put him in an offense that's designed to bring the defense to him and let him dish to open shooters.
Evan Gentry will be able to do that.
Yeah, okay.
Because we're going to trade him.
Okay, are you? Okay, well, then that's fine. Wherever he goes, I hope that Alvin will be fine. Anybody besides Coach K, because...
Don't do that, Skip.
Well, seriously, when Gilbert's talking about, does he know how to come down? Come off pin downs?
Does he?
He just doesn't because he wasn't taught. That's highly teachable at the next level. If he gets with a real offensive basketball coach, watch what starts to happen.
Are you saying Coach K, Mike Krzyzewski, is not a real coach?
I just spent the whole A block of the show saying that.
Skip, the man is not coach.
All I know is on offense, I couldn't see a semblance of a design of an offense at any moment in yesterday's game or Friday night's game, or as you said, going back through the whole year. He had the three best kids in the country, in the world, on his team, and he just sort of sat and said,
that's not easy.
It was like Guy V. Lewis with the Phi Slamma Jamma. They used to accuse him of just rolling the ball out. You guys do it.
Yeah.
You guys figure it out. Well, don't start ripping and slashing like he doesn't know how to play. His coach doesn't know how to coach him on offense. Put him in a real NBA offense where they can't play zone defense anymore. Remember that.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
And what do we see from him? We see a 285-pound gymnast. I'm talking about a gymnast in midair with body control.
Yes,
he is. I haven't seen that before, and I got to read these quotes again. Remember, Steve Kerr watched him one night, opening night against Kentucky. Remember that?
Yeah.
And Zion went 28 points on 11 of 13. And the next day, Steve Kerr volunteered to the media. LeBron, I thought, was a one-shot deal, ... And then he caught himself and he said, Adam, I didn't mean Adam Silver. Like, I'm not trying to...
Well, okay, so if we're going to discount Gilbert and what he said, although I don't, it'll be very interesting to see when the talent evaluators, when they write up their report, what do they say? Because you know, Skip, it's got to be pros and cons. It just can't be, oh, he's going to be unbelievable. He's 6'9", or he's this and that.
Is he just a football player? No, he's got touch. He's got feel. He's got good hands.
Yes, very good.
He has like receiver's hands to me.
He got very good hands.
And does he have a pure shot motion? Can he do that with his left hand? Do we see that?
Yeah.
He's starting to extend his range out to three, where he's shooting threes like free throws. I think Rafferty made the point yesterday. He's shooting the three more pure than he shoots the free throw.
But it's a set shot.
Okay, that's fine. He's 6'7" or whatever. Nobody will be able to guard that at the three-point line.
Yes, they will.
Oh, come on.
Yes.
He can put the ball on the floor and blow by?
Well, that's what we wanted to see, Skip.
Okay.
We're going to see if he can put the ball on the floor from that point.
He can blow by.
At some point in time, Skip, because what we've seen in high school, he was the most talented player on the court. He could drop, step, dunk. In college, he was the most talented player on the court. He could do a drop, step, dunk, or drop, step, lay it up. Now you get to the next level.
Do you think he can shoot 35% from three in the NBA? I do. Do you think he can shoot... I'll give him 75% from the free throw line once he gets with a shot coach. I do. The motion is pure. It's not awkward. It's not eyesore. It's not one of those where you say, ooh, he can't shoot.
No, there's not a hitch or anything like that. It's fluid. You're absolutely right. I'll give you that.
Fluid. So we get back to Blake Griffin. I watched Blake Griffin for 2 whole years. He stayed an extra year at the University of Oklahoma because he didn't have a shot. I'm not exaggerating. More than 2 feet from the rim, he couldn't shoot it.
Sound like Zion to me.
Okay, so he could just out-athlete everybody in college basketball, although he didn't get to any Final Fours, so it wasn't like Zion.
Oh, did he have the kind of talent that Zion had around him?
No.
Did he have Coach K?
But if you were that guy, I kept saying, well, you should be able to rise above that.
Oh, yeah, if you're that guy, you should have your team in the Final Four.
So I kept arguing. I said, I'm taking that little guy from Davidson over Blake Griffin, and everybody said, you're out of your mind.
Right.
And I'm still taking the little guy from Davidson. I'm still taking Steph over Blake Griffin.
Normal rule of thumb is that you normally take the great big guy over the great little guy. Because even though Hakeem Olajuwon, and nobody's Hakeem, Portland Trail Blazers took Sam Bowie, who was a great big guy in college,
Right.
although he was injured a bunch. That would have not been red flags for me, Skip. You breaking feet and legs and at 18, 19,
Yep.
I don't know about
Right.
that. But Zion, Skip, he's an unbelievable 285. Skip, let me ask you this. Let's just say for the sake of argument, he's 6'6", he's 200 pounds, and he's doing the exact same thing. Do we feel the same way, or is it because he's 6'6", 285, and we have never seen a man that size, that agile, able to do the things he does?
Well, he can be a wrecking ball in the NBA because he can bash bodies out of the way, which his physique. He can play the way Charles Barkley played, except Barkley was not really a leaper. Barkley mostly played at a little below or at the basket.
Barkley could get up.
He got up, but not like this guy.
No,
Like
Skip.
Barkley did it with his caboose. He
Right.
could just bang people. It's like
Right.
Mark Aguirre in my days in Dallas.
Yeah.
Big caboose. You can just bang people out of the way and fall away and make it off the glass.
Oh, you think he's gonna be able to do that?
Yep.
Have you seen him do it?
Have I seen him?
Yeah.
Have I seen him in an offense that he didn't get Coach K in?
Stop it!
No,
Skip.
I'm serious.
I can't believe I'm not going. This
I'm
Coach
serious.
K, this treasonous Skip,
Well,
this blasphemy out here.
I
Coach
only
K,
react to what my eyes tell me, and that's what my eyes
a
told me.
five-time champion, a
What
two-time
have you done
Olympic.
for me lately with Zion?
Really, Skip?
Is it not shameful they're not in the Final Four with that group? Come on.
Okay. They had
Okay.
they had Elton Brand. Skip, they've had talented teams before.
Okay,
You know
so-
how this works.
So what did Zion finally show you?
What'd he
at
show
the
you?
highest level?
What'd he show you?
Take over Gene. What did
Right.
R.J. Barrett show you? Do over Gene. He needed lots of do-overs. Am I right?
Yeah,
do it
no,
over and
no,
do
no.
it over because you just keep shooting.
Well,
and missing.
hold on. Why did he take that game over there?
Take over.
That game was right there for the taking.
My one issue is unselfish
I remember you
to
said
a
that.
fault.
You're right.
To a fault. Like Zion, just be the man.
No.
Just say, go
He's
give
a
me
team
the ball.
first
He's
guy.
a team
And
guy.
he says it in all of his
I want the
interviews.
energy. I told you I want that energy that you have with LeBron.
Do you
LeBron,
want selfish energy or do you,
No. Because my guy is very unselfish.
who?
Who my guy?
Oh, he's not
got a lot
around.
of
He's
guys.
irrelevant now. He's out of
Don't do
sight,
that.
out of
Well,
mind.
okay, I know what you mentioned.
He's just, you can.